Hi fam, Joseph here again, your mentor with another tutorial. So in this particular video, I'm going to show you step-by-step checklist on how to pass a Profirm account. The things you need to set up for you to pass a Profirm account with no delay and everything is going to be successful. So this video is going to be dedicated to all my 13K subscribers. I want to say thank you. I appreciate the love and support, and let's keep building this family. So without wasting much of your time, I'm going to take you now to the back end of my computer screen and just share this video. I will basically advise you to take notes, all right? Take your book and try to take some jottings and try to work on them and see what is going to basically happen for you. If you stay to the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can basically get the PDF of this checklist for free. Let's do this, fam. So, we are going to talk about eight major things here. Okay, we are going to talk about eight major things here. So, this is going to be what a beginner-friendly checklist that's going to help you pass your profile challenge or evaluation. Okay, so now the first thing which we are going to talk about, this please take this, take note. So, the first thing which we are going to basically talk about is what understanding the profile rules. Okay, the reason why most of you basically fail challenge is like what? You not understanding the profile rules, okay? There are rules that are being set. If you have not watched the episode one of this particular series, the link is going to be in the description of this video. It's going to be at the end of this particular video. So you need to understand the basic terminologies of what profile and everything. So now the first thing is what understanding the rules. All right. And when it comes to this rule, there are basically three categories which you must focus on. First is what we call the maximum what drawdown. Okay, the maximum what drawdown. So I'll just abbreviate this for what drawdown. Okay, DD for what drawdown. And you already know we have what two major types of what drawdown from the previous video. We have what your daily drawdown. The daily drawdown is basically the amount of money which you are supposed to lose from that particular account. This is what your daily drawdown. And we have what the general. Okay, the general drawdown. Okay, that is the total amount of money you're supposed to lose in that particular account. For example, let's say you have like what 5,000. All right, you have 5,000 pro farm account. All right, so they say the daily drawdown basically is like you are only allowed to lose what like $100 a day as an example. Okay, so with this is what if you basically keep losing money and it reaches $100, okay, it reaches $100, your trade is account balance is negative $100, which means you have reached your daily drawdown. What is going to happen? You are not going to be able to open another trade till what the next day. Then the general drawdown, let's say basically the general drawdown is what $500. Okay, so this one, let's say you're trading now from January even up to what December, all right, or it can be 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You must not lose in the entire account, all right, up to what $500. So this account must basically not go to what $4,500. Even if you're going to take 1 year, you're going to take 2 year, this account must not reach what $4,000, all right, in a drawdown. So which means as soon as you lose $500, you are negative. All right, your account is negative what $500, then which means you have basically what failed this challenge. All right, you have failed what this challenge. So this is what you need to understand the maximum what daily drawdown and what the general drawdown. So when it comes to this, it depends on what the particular profile company that you are basically going to use. You know, we have like what this balance based drawdown. Okay, we have balance based order, which is what I advise you to use. If you don't know what a balance based down and breakdown and drawdown is, sorry, make sure you watch the what previous video because I explain about what equity based is and that of what balance based drawdown. Then you can follow up from here. I don't want this tutorial to be too long today. So this is the first rule, all right? You understanding what this maximum daily drawdown and general drawdown. The second thing is you need to understand the profit target. We are still under this rule, okay? So you need to understand what the profit, okay, the profit target. So what is required of you, okay? The profit what target. So now if you are going to take what two phase account, okay, the challenge is going to have what phase one, phase two, and they basically say all right, and they basically like say you are supposed to basically just what make 13%. All right, you are supposed to make what 13%. Then which means you are supposed to what make that what 13%. Okay, this is what the total account for you to pass phase one and phase two. You have to make 13%. So which means let's say phase one is what 8%.
What does this basically means? It means out of what this your $5,000, let's say you purchase a $5,000 account, okay? So with this $5,000, you are supposed to make 8% of what $5,000, and the remaining 5% is going to be what, which means as soon as you make 8%, you are going to move what from phase one. Now you are going to what go to phase two. So if you basically want to pass phase two now, you are supposed to make, let's say, 5%. So you are supposed to make what 5% of what $5,000 again. So at the end of the day, when you make what this 13%, then you are now going to what receive what live funding. You are going to receive what live funding. So you need to understand what the profit target as well. And the most important thing again, all right, after this rule, for the rule, you are going to focus on three major aspects. You just focus on what three major what aspects. So we have talked about what the maximum drawdown limit, and we have talked about what the profit target. So the next thing which you need to focus on is basically the trading days. Okay, that is basically required. Okay, the trading days. So I'll just put here trading days requirement, TDR. Okay, trading days requirement. This one is also what very important. All right, you need to check the number of what trading days required to qualify. Cause let's say you purchase what this 5K account now, okay? You can't just what pass the Profirm account today. All right, you just can't pass the Profirm account and you think you are going to get live funding. You are going to what? Okay, you need to have, maybe they are going to ask you say like you trade this what 3 days, or maybe they say 7 days, or they say what 12 days. All right. So even if you want to take 1 or 2 months, it's not a problem. But you must trade this account. Okay. You must trade this account at least minimum of what 3 days for you to what pass this challenge. Because that's why most of the time you guys face error. They are saying you are using robot, you are using this, you are doing something that is what not legal. Okay, so you must be able to follow with what these their rules as well. If they basically say 3 days minimum trading days is 3 days, so which means you must take at least 3 days to pass. You can't just take this and after 1 hour you pass the challenge. Okay, it's going to be against their rule, and I believe all pro farm basically have their what policies, so you need to keep that in mind. So that's the first thing in the checklist. Okay, understanding the pro farm rules. So that's the first thing you need to what take at the back of your mind. Hope you guys are taking note. All right, I'll show you at the end of this video how you can basically get this what checklist. So now let's move to what let's go to number two. That is just one talking about the rules. So now let's go to what number two. So the next thing is what developing a trading plan. Okay, developing what a trading plan. So I'll just put here T/P. Okay, so one, your trading plan must basically contain risk management. This is very important. As long as in terms of trading, all right, be it profile and all, you must be able to develop what a solid risk management. So that is what you knowing like, okay, I want to risk like 1 to what 2%, all right, of what my trading account. In situations where in like you have like what 5,000, okay, 5,000 what dollar account, you want to be risking. Let's say you want to be taking what 2 or 3 trades. So for each trade, okay, for each trade you are going to take, okay, let's say you're taking 1 trade, 2 trade, 3 trade. For any trade you are going to what enter, all right, you must be basically what able to what. Let's say you are risking 2%. So let's say this 2% is basically like what um $50. Okay, let's say this is $50. So which means you are risking what $50 per trade, $50 per each trade. So now you are risking like this three trade, you are going to risk what 150 dollars. Okay, this is what $150, which you are basically what risking. So now you want to go for what we call risk of reward to what 1:2, which is the minimum. For example, if you are risking what $50, you want to make what $100. So if the trade does not go your way, you are only losing $50. But if the trade goes your way, you are going to make what $100. So let's say out of what this three trade, you are able to just win two. Okay, so which means you win what you this is going to be what $200, and you are only what losing what $50. So out of what this $200, you deduct what this basically $50. So you are going to be in profit of what $150, which is going to help you to what increase for you to reach your 8% to just pass what phase one. So your risk to reward is what basically very important. you can go for risk of reward of what 1:2, 1:3, 1:4, 1:5. But the minimum one must be 1:2. If you are risking one, you want to make two. You can go for 1:3. If you are risking $1, you want to make what $3. If you are risking like $100, you are risking what $100. Okay, you want to what? Then you are going for 1:3, which means you are making $300. If the trade goes your way, you make $300. If it does not go your way, you are only going to what lose what your $100. So let's say out of what five trades, you basically pass what three. So out of these three, all right, out of the five, you pass three. So this three is going to be three times three because for each trade we are going to what win is what $300. So that's going to be what $900. Okay, that's going to be what $900. And for what the two trades we are going to lose, we are risking only $100. So this is going to be what $200.
Alright guys, sorry about the break. Let me just tell you about something very important. I'm currently running 1 month mentorship for crypto, forex and synthetic indices. If you are interested, the cost is just $50. Just send me a message by Instagram or Facebook at Joseph Say Concept, okay? My accounts are verified. Apart from Instagram and Facebook, there is no other way which you can basically reach out to me. Let's jump back into the video.
Okay, so that is what you are in what profit of what $700, which is going to basically what help you to pass what your challenge. Okay, so you need to keep your risk management all right in order. So you can basically exercise patience. I'll give you guys checklists on that. I'll give you guys checklists on that. Just ensure to watch the video. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. If you are finding value, all right. They are calling prayer. Sorry about the background. All right, they are calling currently prayer. Yeah. So let's continue, guys. When in terms of developing a trading plan, you must also have what a trading strategy. Your normal scalping or day trading strategy must be different from the strategy which you are basically what using to what trade. Okay, when you want to take a profile account, you must basically have what your own solid what strategy. Okay, you must have what your solid strategy. So now I have like different strategies that are basically available on my channel. You can check what my playlist, strategy playlist, and you try to what apply them and basically see. Okay, so in upcoming tutorials about this particular profile, where I'm going to take what a profile challenge and just try to pass, I'll record everything step by step. I'm going to show you what my personal strategy. Okay, so you must use what a consistent strategy when you practice, whether it is what scalping, day trading, or swing trading. You must be able to what no like test that particular strategy to see if the strategy basically work. And you the next thing is what this is still under what developing a trading plan. You must what have what your entry, when are you going to enter trade, and when are you going to what exit what the trade. So you must have what plan for that. So you must be able to define and what when to enter what based on what technical and fundamental analysis. If you don't know what a technical analysis, ensure you watch my technical analysis playlist and also fundamental. You are going to understand all this particular stuff. So you might say, for example, let's say this is what at the top here is what our resistance, and at the bottom here is going to be our support. You are saying for you to enter, you must see what a bullish engulfing candle. So after this bullish engulfing, this next candle is going to be what your entry candle. All right. Then you are saying you must exit when price is close to what this particular support area. You must exit. Okay, that's when you are going for a buy trade, or you want to see what a bearish what engulfing candle. Okay, and you want to exit when price is close to what this support, because we know in the support zone there's high amount of what buyers here. So that can be one of what your entry setup. Okay, that can basically be what one of what your entry setup, which you can basically what just what use to enter a trade and exit a trade. All right, or you might choose what technical indicators. Okay, you might choose the moving average and the RSI and other things. So this is basically one thing you must basically know when you are going to do practical. You guys are going to see this. Then let's come to number three. Okay, the number three aspect, all right, in this particular checklist, all right, which I basically use to what pass pro farm challenge, is going to be practice on a demo account. Yes, demo account is very, very, very important. Before ever you purchase what a challenge, you must be able to practice what on your demo account. Now the good thing is like most pro farm basically these days have what we call a free trial. Okay, so I'll just activate this free trial account of up to what 14 days. That's 2 weeks. Okay. So you can basically use this demo account and you just go about practice. So that's going to help you to know your rules, and it's going to help you to become fair, all right, with the platform. How this basically go. For example, if you are going to purchase a real account of what $5,000, and you can just go for what the $5,000 demo account. Okay, you are going to be trading the real market, the live market. Just that this one is what fake. Okay, this one is fake. It's just a demo account for you to basically practice. So that gives you opportunity to also basically like practice your strategy to see if the strategy basically what works. Okay, so you need to what practice what on a demo account. Okay, then at the end of the day, you must be able under this demo again. You must be able to what track your results. Okay, you must be able to track your results. Let's say you take like what within the 14 days, each day you take one trade, and out of the 14 trades you are able to pass what 10. Okay, you look at what why did I enter, why did I exit, how many take profits did I what basically it. Okay, how many take profit, how many SL, all right, how many break even did what did I basically what do. Okay, so these are all important things when you are doing what a demo account. If you are finding value so far in this particular tutorial, ensure you subscribe, like this video, share this video. If you have any question, drop them in the comment section. And if you want to connect with me, you can reach me by Instagram or Facebook at Joseph Say Concept, and I'll be happy to what clip up with you. All right, guys. So let's just continue. This is three. Let's go to the number four. So now the number four is going to be what on this checklist is going to be you managing what your risk effectively. Yeah, I've mentioned about risk management, but risk management is what very, very important. So I'm still what stressing on this one. Everyone can what just press buy and sell, right? But you need to be able, not everyone can be able to manage what their risk. So now I'm still going to stress on what your risk to reward. Okay, your risk to reward. What does this basically means? If I'm putting what $10, at least I want to make what $20. Okay, so your risk must be 1:2 minimum. You can be 1:3, 1:4, 1:5, 6, 7, 8, 1:10. Okay, so if you are risking what $100, you want to make at least $200 or $300 or $400, $500, 600. Okay, so if you are losing, you're only going to lose what this your $100. But if the trade goes in your favor, you are going to make 200, 300, 400, 500. Okay, and understand this manage risk effectively. You need to what know about what position sizing. All right, so you need to be able to adjust your position to the size. Okay, that stays within the risk limit. Okay, you need to what stay within the risk limit. Like most of the time most beginners make mistake when it comes to like what stacking. What is basically stacking? That is what you add in multiple trade. Let's say now you have opened with what one standard in this what your first trade. Okay, you are currently trading, let's say you are trading gold. You have opened what one standard lot. Okay, you have opened what one lot. The second one you are going to open two. The third one you are going to open three standard. That's not how basically you want to basically do that. Even with your normal day trading or Profirm, you want to open first the high lot size first. Now you have opened one. The next you can do is like you can just open what 0.8. If you want to add another position again, you go maybe 0.5. You want to be decreasing the lot size. You don't want to what be increasing. You don't want to be what increasing, because that's going to what basically blow your account. For example, now we open what one standard lot here and you open two standard lot. This one standard lot was in a profit. So as soon as you enter with this what two standard now, this two standard is what now in a loss. It's going to affect the what profit from this what previous one. Okay, you either open with just one position if you want to basically start, like you are in a trending market where the market is pumping up or the market is moving down. All right, you are seeing what higher highs, higher lows, or lower lows, lower high. Then you basically want to know how to start. Don't increase your lot size. The first lot size must be high. The second one you must always decrease. Okay, you must always what tend to what decrease, or they must always be what the same. Okay, you must also ensure to use stop losses at all time. We are still under risk effectively. You must use what stop loss at all time. Okay, your stop loss and what take profit. All right, this one if you want to use, if you want to don't use, that's what I basically say. But you must basically use what stop loss at all time, because if you know your daily limit is like what $100, and you can basically set a stop loss of maybe like what $50, like $60. So you don't want to just reach your daily limit and all that. And don't forget you have an overall general total of like $500. So if you keep losing within what 2 or 3 days, you are just going to fail the pro farm challenge. So ensure you set what your stop loss at all time. Okay, ensure you set stop loss at all time. Never trade without setting what your stop loss. Okay, so ensure you always set your stop loss. You might have noticed like most of my trading videos, like I basically don't use because it has been working for me. But if I'm trading what a pro farm, I always ensure to set my stop loss. Then the next thing, number five, okay, number five now um is now going to be with the mind. Okay, you need to what focus on your psychology. This is what very important. Trading is basically what 80% of psychology. So the psychology basically has to deal with what P for patient. All right, don't rush to enter into trades. Okay, you have to wait for the ideal setup. You need to be what disciplined. Okay, you need to be disciplined. Stick to your strategy and avoid impulsive decision. Not just because you are seeing what green candle, one or two green candle, you are saying, this market is going to buy, or you are seeing one or two what red candle, you think the market is going to sell. You need to what just follow your strategy. If you know you want to see what a bullish engulfing in the what support area, you need to what exercise patience. You need to what be disciplined to wait for what for you to show for you to basically see that particular pattern. Okay, and you must be able to also control what your emotion. So these are basically the three major categories. Okay, patience, discipline, and emotion. You need to take calm after a win and lose. All right, avoid what revenge trading. For example, if you basically what you have basically entered today, all right, with your like the $100, you risk $100, you have basically make $300 from your what trading plan. You know you are only supposed to take what one trade that particular day. Make sure you are content. As soon as you are done, you close the computer or you forget about your phone. You can even uninstall what the MT4, MT5. The next day you install again, which is like very easy. That is what I'm basically like doing all the time. At the end of any trade day, I'll just uninstall my MT4, MT5, so I go about my business. Because you might be triggered to trade again. Okay, just because you have basically made what this winning trade today is going to push you to enter into what more trade. So that can be another easy solution. At the end of the day, the next day, you can basically install again, enter your login details, select your server, and connect again your account, which just basically takes like what 1 minute. So it is better like that because you might be sleeping at night. At the end of the day, you just what wake up. All right, you just wake up and you just blow up the challenge. So I'll just be fast now. So number six is going to be keeping what. All right, you need to what keep a trading journal. Okay, you must be able to record every trade. All right, if you basically enter trade on goal, you must be able to, okay, this is what my TP, this is what my SL, all right, this is what my entry price, this is my entry price, and did I win this trade or did I lose this trade? Then you are going to mark. If this was a win, you mark. If this was a loss, you mark. So at the end of what the day, you are going to know how many trades or what pair basically perform. Let's say this is GBP USD. So for gold, let's say you hit stop loss 2 or 3 times. For GBP, you win all the trade. So which means when you are going to trade your real Profirm account, you want to be focusing on what GBP, because the strategy looks like it works, and you must also keep an eye on the time which you are trading. All right, when your strategy is kind of like what active and the what currency pair you are basically trading. This is when you are trading what your demo account from the Profirm. All right, before you purchase what your real account. So journaling is basically very important. You can basically just take a new book, just try to what journal. Okay, so you must record every trade. And number seven, which is one of the biggest mistakes which people do, like they don't pay attention to this. All right, I'm really happy. Like for this one, I'm so happy that I've been able to work on this. I've been able to develop myself when it comes to this. Number seven, okay, it's going to basically be follow economic events. If you are going to basically trade, you must be able to like watch news, watch calendars. If you are trading, for example, like what USD, all right, and there's going to be news. Let's say there's going to be what news like what NFP. You don't even know like the first of every month is going to be NFP, or you say what CPI, GDP, and crude oil. You need to know when you wake up. The first thing you need to do is like what open what your trading app. All right, at the end of the day, when you open what the news app. Okay, for me, I'm using investing.com. You can basically check all right the description of this video for you to watch my investing.com video. So after you have like you have checked, okay, today I'm going to trade what USD. All right, let's say ZAR USD. at the end of the day, like USD is part of that particular currency pair. What do you want to do? Okay, I'm going to trade from now from 12 to 1. Okay, because by 2, I need to be out of the market because there's going to be what news. You don't want to be trading your profile account when there is news. It is easy for you to pass, but what if the news is against you? It's going to put you in a very heavy drawdown, which means you can even go down what 500 and you can just lose that challenge within one day. So you need to keep eye on what if there's going to be a news and you avoid the market for that particular hour. Okay, you avoid the market for that particular hour. Then the last one is what for you to stay consistent. Okay, you need to what stay consistent. That is what small wins add up. So if you have a daily target of what, and let's say you have a daily target of $50 and you're not able to make $50, even with the $25, you can be growing your account. That's why most program basically like allow you to what just go about and what trade. Okay, there is no like okay you need to pass this program challenge within 2 days, within 3 days, or within 1 month. Okay, no, they allow you, you can trade the program for as long as you want, as long as you follow up with what the rules. Okay, the daily drawdown and the general drawdown. So if your target is $50, you're not able to accomplish this $50 and you are able to accomplish $25, you can still be going with what the $25. Don't increase your goal too high. Okay, you are able to what make $50. The next thing now, you are going to increase this to $100, which is going to what put more pressure on you. It's going to lead you to what revenge trading, over trading, and all. All right, and don't what deviate from what your trading plan. Okay, if you basically see like what your target is what $50, ensure when you make the $50, you reach your target, you just what go out of the market. Because otherwise you are going to what enter the market again and you are going to what just what blow up this entire account. You are going to fail this challenge. And for any mistake you basically do in this particular market, basically it's going to come with money. Okay, so the eight is what for you to be what consistent. Okay, stay consistent. Focus on consistent small wins rather than chasing what the big trades. Okay, don't deviate from what your trading plan. All right, you need to stick to your plan, tested trading plan throughout the evaluation period. By following this checklist, guys, you can increase your chances of passing the program evaluation and earning funded status. Okay, so in upcoming tutorials in this particular series, I'll show you how to you can purchase program, the recommended program code there. You need to water. There are a whole lot of scam programs that are available currently. Okay, so as promised, I was going to tell you how you can basically get this checklist, all right, in what PDF form. You can basically check the link in this particular description, all right. You are going to see for all information. Just click join my Telegram community. Make sure you don't go to Telegram to check for Joseph J concept. There are a lot of scammers. This use the link only in the description. When you check in, you are going to see Telegram. Click the link, join my Telegram, and I'm going to share this particular checklist in my Telegram community. If you don't have what your forex account, ensure to click the link in the description also to create your XNest account and your Deriv account, and you're going to join my Signal community. So you can basically use my Signal to basically pass your profile challenge as well. All right. So guys, thanks a lot for staying to the end of this video. If you find value, it's going to make my day. If you subscribe, like, share this video. You have any question, drop them in the comment section. I'll be happy to respond within 24 hours. Thanks a lot. Till we meet again in upcoming tutorials. I'm Josao from Sierra Leone, West Africa.